All right, there we go. We're going live now.
All right, hello and welcome, YouTube. And Ray, can you give some shout outs to who's joining us on the webinar today?
All right. So far, we got Jessica right now. We have a couple other people.
Hey, Jessica.
We got a couple other people signing in right now. We got phone numbers, no name though.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Oh, this is our favorite time of the week, where we think outside the bank and we're looking for ways to find funding for our business. Now on Thursdays, we specifically talk about the tips and tricks and the strategies to build business credit. Today, I want to focus on business license. That's what I want to talk about today. Business license, a lot of folks should, what is a business license, right? You're licensed to do business in whatever local jurisdiction that you're in, be it a city, a county, or a state, right? There can be some national licenses for certain industries as well. But for the most part, business license is one of the sometimes I feel like most misunderstood keys to building business credit. And I hope to bring some clarity to you folks today. All right, so business license. Do you need a business license? Does your business need one? Now, most people, depending on who you are, if you determine that you don't need a business license, then you're like, okay, tune this one out. That's not important to me. I encourage you to stay tuned, because I'm going to show you why business license, even for businesses where the license is not required, is still very important. Now, for those who don't know, my name is Joseph Smith. I'm with the Wise Guys and Ties. This is my business partner, Mr. Ray Fleming. We are the Wise Guys and Ties, wise in the ways of helping you understand how to start, build, and grow your business credit, become profitable. And this is one of the huge things that we're going to work on today, business license. So business license, when you work with us and you're utilizing our software, which is the Business Credit Builder program, we're going to help you do a check to see if your business in your jurisdiction even requires a license. And if it does, we'll go through that. But what does a license cost? A business license can cost anywhere from $50 to, I've seen all the way up to $300. Maybe it's even more expensive in other places. You really got to look and see where it's at. But this is an annual expense. So you're going to be paying this every year. So how do you know if you need a business license? You can actually look this up online. There's online resources. Do I need a business license? And then there's places where you can type in your NAIS code, right? That code was given to you by your bank when you set up your bank account with them, for them to choose which industry you're in. So you can look that up. So let's say you're a realtor. Does a realtor need a license?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's you've got to be licensed to do it. What about a barber or a stylist?
Yep, absolutely.
You need a license. What about a trucker?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So there's a lot of businesses where you need a license to operate. But what about a real estate investor?
It's not necessarily required in many places, but there's always licenses to operate, license to do business.
But in general, do you need a license to?
No,
not to do real estate business. What about if you have an eBay business or one of those Amazon businesses where you sell inventory on a platform?
No, not typically. You don't really need a license.
What if you're working as a third-party marketer for some company doing selling, as a salesman? Do you need a license?
No, not typically.
So we have a lot of different folks that are watching the Wise Guys and Ties channel, and your business could range anywhere from, yeah, we need a license, to no, we don't. So here's why business license is so important to building business credit. When you go to build business credit, it's all about opening accounts and then making purchases on credit accounts, getting invoiced and then paying the invoice, and creating a payment history. Well, to open an account, a business is going to check to see if you're actually a credible business, if you're actually who you say you are. How do they do that? Well, there's a little thing called the LexisNexis, How do you spell that? N-E-X-I-S. Okay, LexisNexis, right? If you don't know what that is, I encourage you to go look it up because you really need to know. Everything, every public record that's been kept on you is on the LexisNexis. There's other systems out there. There's the checks system as well, but the LexisNexis is one of the bigger ones. Where this, I mean, because if you're applying for a credit card or a credit account or a Net 30 account with anybody that is involved with that business, they're not going to sit there and have somebody call and check on all this. They want to find all the information that they need in one spot. So the LexisNexis will record if you have a business license, right? The LexisNexis records anything that is public record that you've ever done, either you or your business. So, or they could use, like I said, the check system. And there's other ways that they can check that too. They can go to Dun & Bradstreet. They can go to Equifax, small business. They can go to business experience. So there's a number of systems, but LexisNexis is the one that keeps really both personal and business records. So this is why it's really important to definitely be checking those. But with the business, so with the LexisNexis, whatever you might have a long time ago, maybe you had a license, maybe you're one of those businesses where you had a license, but since then you've moved, maybe you let the license expire and you should have renewed it, right? There's a number of things that could happen, but those are the things that we see. Either the business license has not been renewed because you have to renew it every year, or we see that somebody moved, and so that the address that's on your business license has since changed. So let's look at this. What are some of the key things, the most important things when it comes to the business license? Well, is it current, right? This is probably the number one check they want to see. Is your business license current? And then number two, they're going to do address and name verification. Verification. Hopefully I spelled that right. Now, address and name verification. This is what gets a lot of people because the address can change. You can move your business. You might have had an address at one place and you moved. I mean, it happens all the time. So when you fill out an application, you might have not even stated that you have a business license. That might not even been a part of the application. But a creditor, which is usually a computer algorithm that goes into the LexisNexis or the check system or Dun & Bradstreet, right? It goes and it checks this information and it sees, oh yeah, here's your business. And then it finds, oh, they have a business license. And then they check, oh, the address on this business license that they found in the system does not match the address that you put on your application. And so what happens there? The computer comes along, right? And they give you a red flag. This is a red flag. Sometimes, depending on the credit that you're applying for, one red flag, you're out, right? Credit denied, right? But maybe it's every system's a little different. They come up with 1, 2, or 3 red flags, and then you're out. But once the address they see doesn't match, you're gone. And this has led to so many disqualifications for so many of our clients. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Probably the biggest one. It's like, oh, yeah, I had a business license back in 2015, but I didn't renew that. Yeah, well, it's still out there, and because you had it, they're looking at the address and they're looking to see if it's current. If it's not current, right? Well, there you go. There's your next red flag, right? Because now they're going to wonder, well, why did you get a business license back in 2015? And why do you not have one today? What's changed? And so they see that as risk. And really that's all the underwriter is trying to do. The computer underwriter is trying to mitigate risk. And with business license, if you have one and it's current and the address and name verification matches, you're good to go. In fact, I'm going to show you why you're good to go. All right. So with business license, you got to understand that this is probably one of the number one things that Ray and I come across that lead to so many denials for people who have a business with a license. You got to keep your license up to date. You got to keep it current. And that's pretty much all you need to do. Keep it up to date with wherever your current address is. And you got to make sure that it's valid. That means it is current for this year. Now, why is this important? Well, because there are a lot of people out there who apply for credit that are fraudulent entities. They have set in their mind to do something nefarious. All right. And so business license, going through the fact that this costs money to get, anywhere, like I said, from $50 to up to $300 a year, that's a deterrent for most people trying to commit scams or frauds. They're not going to waste their time getting a business license. It costs money, and plus it creates a paper trail that will lead back to them. And so somebody committing fraud is not going to go through that extra step. Now, think of yourself in the lender's mind. Wow, if somebody's got a business license, they're legitimate. And keep in mind that we talked about there's business license at the city level, at the county level, and at the state level, and in some cases at the federal level. If you have a business license at every level, think about how even more legitimate you're making your business look to a credit issuer. So if you're starting out, if you're one of those businesses and you're like, hey, we're just starting out and we're like, what can we go for? What can we get? You're going to start with some starter vendors, right? If anybody here, if you don't know yet, go on to Amazon, you can get our book, Business Credit, the Entrepreneur's Playbook to Building Business Credit.
Oh, and if you don't like Amazon, you can go to our website.
Oh, it's on our website now.
Yeah.
That's right. Ray just put it on our website. So it's on the tab books. Go ahead and you can get our book. And inside are 30 different underwriting guidelines for credit issuers. And business license, is in there. It's and we cover the importance of that. So you're starting off and you're trying to get some business credit. Now, here's what happens when you go and you're a new business, right? We're talking about a new business. Right? I'm going to abbreviate. A new business, and you go and you apply, say, to a Net 30 account. We're talking like what? Uline, Quill. What are they going to approve you for? Right? If you have no track record at all, right? They might approve you for $100. Look at that. $100. Now, at least you can get approved for an amount, and then you can start using that, and then from there you can build up. But okay, so if I opened an account here, let's say that is Uline, and then I want to open something with Quill. Well, Quill is going to look and see what Uline approved me for, and what are they going to do? Well, they're going to match it, right? So now I got two $100 accounts. Woo, I'm really building the business credit now. I got $200 of Net 30 accounts. Now, I want to show you the difference. This is a business that does not have does not have a business license. Now, here's the difference. All things being equal, all the other underwriting guidelines are met, right? You're a registered entity, Secretary of State. You've got your EIN number. You are in the National 411 directory. I mean, you've done everything right. The only difference is you don't have the business license. For those who have the business license, whether it's required or not, if you just go ahead and get the business license, what will Uline approve you for? Well, right here. Just because you had a business license, brand new business right out the gate, $2,500. Quill, $2,500. Now, why is that the case? I mean, you're a brand new business, you have no track record, and when they looked at you before, they were going to give you $100. You go out and you get a business, you spend $50 to $300, you get a business license, and all of a sudden your line now is $2,500 because it's all about legitimacy. It's all about authenticity. You want to present to all the creditors out there that you are a legitimate business. You are not a scam artist. You're not putting them on, that you are seriously trying to make money, build business credit. And the more legitimate that you can look to the lenders, look at this, you get rewarded for your efforts. So don't tune out when we say, oh, business license. You're like, oh, my business doesn't need a business license. I'm going to argue that Maybe you do. If you're a brand new business, what would you like to have? Would you like to have a $100 net 30 account, or would you like to have a $2,500 net 30 account? Now, you might be like, net 30s, because I have some people complain, like, net 30s, that's not really credit. Well, it's the foundation of credit. Well, yeah, but if I put $2,500 on that, I've got to pay it off in the next 30 days. That's true. But when you have built up enough of these accounts, when you've got 5 or 6 of these net 30 accounts, and they're all sitting around $2,500, $3,000 in net 30 accounts. You need this come this way a little bit?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
There you go. All right. So let's say you're going on and you're going to get some store credit, right? Maybe you're going on to get Amazon, right? Amazon, right? They have net 30 accounts, but they also have store cards, a revolving store account where you actually can get credit for the first time. Well, they're going to look at your history. And if they see that you've built, look at this, 2005, you've got all these accounts that are very large, well, they could approve you for, $4,000 to maybe as much as $8,000 on a starting revolving account. And then as you build more revolving accounts, the next revolving account is going to look at, well, Amazon approved them for $6,000. So what are they going to do? They're going to match it, or maybe even exceed it a little bit. And this is how you grow your business credit larger and faster. And it all started because why? We did everything we were supposed to do. We're a legitimate business, but we also we got the business license. And that extra layer of legitimacy helps us increase our lines of credit exponentially. Really. So folks, we talked about the LexisNexis a moment ago. And I really want you to really think hard about that, because what information is out there? What is being reported on you right now that you may not even know about? It's important to know what's out there, because you could be trying to build business credit right now, and there could be several things in your past that you've done that you didn't even realize are still there. And so this is why it's really important. Check the check system, the LexisNexis, Dun & Bradstreet, Business Experience, Equifax Small Business. You need to see what is actually being reported on you. And so if you're like, wow, that's a lot of, because it costs money to check all these systems. When you work with the Wise Guys in Ties and you utilize the Business Credit Builder program, we have built within the system a way for you to check your LexisNexis report, or your check systems report, or your Dun & Bradstreet report. Right? We have ways where you can monitor this, see what's reported, and then that gives us the ability to say, okay, well, if there's something reporting inaccurately, let's take the steps to repair that and fix that. And built within our program, as well as our team of financial advisors, is the system and the pathway that you need to use to correct errors that are showing up on your business credit report. Also, that being said, once you know what's being reported, it's a great way to know what the underwriters are seeing. Because if we go through the process of building our business credit and doing everything right, and we check and there's nothing showing up, then we know that when they go to pull our credit, nothing's showing up, they're going to think we're an illegitimate business. So not only do we need to go through the work of legitimately setting up our business, but we need to go through the work to make sure that it is reporting accurately to everybody who wants to go and check our business credit. That's really all I had for you today, folks. I want you to know that if you are interested in getting started with the Wise Guys in Ties and our Business Credit Builder program, right? We're talking about Wise Guys in Ties. Go to our website, which is WISEGUYSINTIES.com. When you go there, there's a lot of great information on business credit. We've got articles, we've got testimonials of people who've utilized the system. We've even got a walkthrough of how our program actually works, 20-minute walkthrough to show you how everything works. Go to WiseGuysInTies.com. If you want to schedule to meet with us, a one-on-one, all you have to do is go to schedule /schedule, WiseGuysInTies.com /schedule. And by doing that, you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation with myself or Ray Fleming. Or what you could do is call 524-9273. Again, that's 888-520-9273. And when you do that, you leave a message, and our office manager, Kristen, lovely lady, she'll give you a call and schedule an appointment to meet with us. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about your business, your goals. If you don't have a business and you're like, well, I'll wait till I get a business started. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Give us a call. We're going to set you straight. Right? You like all that? That's me. I'm a poet. Didn't even know it. No, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to give us a call, even if you don't have a business, because we are going to help you plan and start on the path, right? For those folks that you tune in on, this is Thursday. Every Thursday, we work on building business credit. Tuesdays, we talk about how to get direct funding. If you need funding for your business now and all the different loan programs that are out there and available to you, then you need to schedule a 30-minute consultation with us as well. I want to thank everybody for being here. Are there any questions? Anybody got any questions about, hey, Ray, are you, look at the command center.
I'm looking. No, everybody kind of saying good stuff. Great stuff.
Good.
Can you cancel an old business license?
Can you cancel an old business license?
So
the
like
best way.
If you had, like, say you had an old license
Mm-hmm.
and it expired,
Right.
Can you cancel that old one? Yeah.
Well, the best way to cancel it is to just get a current business license that represents your business and all your information correctly, and is just current. So you've paid and it's up to date. Because when they go and they look at your business, they're going to want to look at whatever's the most recent or current. They'll look at they can see the past, but if there is no business license that's current or active, then they're going to go find the old one, right? So just make sure that your business license for right now is current and accurate, and that will negate anything on the old one. Good question. Anything else?
Nope, that's all the questions.
All right, folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us on your lunch hour. On behalf of myself, Joseph Smith, and my business partner, Mr. Ray Fleming, we want to say good night and God bless.